Pokebabs! Hello and welcome back to Pokebabs, and today we are looking at an expanded deck, and it may look a little familiar to you because it is just a little bit of a variation of the Mega Manectric Ho-Oh deck that I used in that Pokebeach Tournament, and it's got a few significant changes for expanded. While I realize that this is just a couple days before the new set comes out, Steam Siege, there are definitely some changes that you might add into based on the new cards from the new set. You might play like a Ninja Boy, maybe a Pokemon Ranger. I'm not sure if there's anything else that would be all that significant. I don't even know if Pokemon Ranger is necessary, honestly. It'll take some testing, see how the new see if the new set really affects expanded much in general. I'm not sure that it will. So here's what we've got, and we've got the same main attacker here as this Ho-Oh-EX with Purifying Fire ability. Does let you heal 50 damage from it each turn if you have a fire energy attached, and then we also have the attack Elemental Feather doing 130 damage and 30 damage to a bench Pokemon. So great attack there. Same as before. We've got this Mega Manectric line here. 3-2 line we still are maintaining. And obviously the good attack here is Turbo Bolt, doing 110 and attaching 2 basic energy cards from your discard to one of your benched Pokemon. We've got the same, a lot of the same support. We've got the Smeargle with the second coat ability. Shaymin helping us get set up in the beginning. Hoopa-EX also helping us get set up on that first turn. And the changes that we've added, we got rid of the Zapdos. It was kind of just a meta call for the time, and for that tournament, I thought it would be good to play it, and it was helpful. But in expanded, we're gonna have sort of different ways around the same problems that we had before. And I think that it's more important to have something like this, a Keldeo-EX. So Keldeo-EX got that Russian ability. You can switch it with your active once per turn. And then Secret Sword. Since we do play Water Energy, we can actually use Secret Sword. So kind of nice to have that attack there as well. We've got Mewtwo-EX, always a solid attacker. It's good because there are going to be things that are Psychic weak, and things like Gallade. Gallade is a really popular Pokemon in expanded, and so Gallade can be tough to deal with, especially if we start Manectric. But Mewtwo can take care of Gallade pretty easily. If they've got a double colorless, we just need 2 energy on there to take a knockout on Gallade. So always good to have that Mewtwo as a threat, or specifically against Psychic weak, but just in general you can load it up with Turbo Bolt. Let's see, we've also added in a Float Stone. This is mostly for the Keldeo-EX, but you could also put it on to Hoopa-EX. And yeah, it's best on the Keldeo. The reason we're only playing one is we've got a couple reasons. One reason is because the A-Spec, so we get an A-Spec in expanded, just a really powerful trainer card. The A-Spec we're using is Dowsing Machine, which allows us to get a card back from our discard pile. So if we really need to get back to Float Stone, we can get it back with Dowsing Machine. But also, because of Turbo Bolt, we can actually just put energy onto the Keldeo and then rush in and retreat the energy off. So worst case scenario, late game, if they've gotten rid of your Float Stone, you can still use Keldeo's rush in to your advantage. Any other changes in the deck? Well, we did drop one of our ends for Colress, and that's just because Colress is so strong and expanded. Shuffle your hand into your deck, draw the number of cards equal to the total number of bench Pokemon. So obviously really good, especially with Skyfield. But yeah, I mean we're looking to draw, you know, between 8 and 12 cards probably with it. So when we use it, so that's always nice. Other than that, pretty much the same energy line, and dropped a Trainers Mail, dropped a Battle Compressor, got rid of the Mega Turbo, just a few different tweaks that made to the deck, and then added an Escape Rope instead of Switch. And the reason being, Switch was nice without Keldeo, but with Keldeo, we can just rush in and retreat. So the Escape Rope is specifically for either forcing your opponent to put something in the active they don't want to put in the active, or it's good for example, with the Regice, where with Regice before we had to use Zapdos most of the time if they got off Resistance Blizzard, but now we can use Escape Rope, force something else into the active, and then use Lysandre to bring Regice into the active. It seems kind of complex, but it does work. So let's take a look at this deck in action. We're going to go into a few games here. Alrighty, so going into our first game here, and I actually used this build of the Mega Manectric Ho-Oh deck at a small league challenge and was able to take first place. So I do know that it is viable and Expanded. I don't know how well it would do in a large tournament, but I think it's worth a shot. So we see our opponent here. Looks like they're probably playing a Night March deck since they've got that Lightning, Lightning, Psychic, and Colorless in their deck. So we'll see what Settlers 25 calls, or rather, we'll just see if they win the coin flip. Hopefully, don't take too long with this. Kind of cool Absol coin. And let's see what they've got in store. Could be a Mega Manectric deck as well, but something tells me it's probably Night March. So looks like we're going to be starting Manectric, which is always good. And we'll just hold our hand for now. I'm not really sure what they've got going for us. We see Twist Mountain, Robo Sub, but a gold Ultra Ball. Interesting. All right, so something with fossil Pokemon. I am intrigued. I am intrigued to say the least. All right, so okay, Aerodactyl, got it. But the Lightning Energy is kind of throwing me off. Interesting. Wonder what would be good. Wonder what they're playing. Tropical Beach. Okay. Wow. All right. Gold Catcher. Interesting. So I really don't know what we're going up against, but I'm excited to find out here. That Aerodactyl, we need to keep in mind that it can knock out a Shaymin pretty easily just with a double colorless. So maybe be a little wary about that. And our opponent says, good luck, have fun. Say you too. And I'm excited to see what this deck is all about. And yes, we would like to draw for mulligans. We'll just draw all of them. Great. Actually don't want to put anything else down. I realize we might be... Okay, so we're going first. And starting with the Mew-EX. Interesting. I think we do want to grab... Since we didn't get a supporter, I think we do just want to grab Hoopa. So we'll discard a Lightning and... Lysandre? Yeah, we'll discard Lightning and the Lysandre. And we'll grab Hoopa-EX. We've got Keldeo in the deck. Okay. Great. Looks like we have maybe a 1 Ho-Oh prized. I got our VS Seekers. Great. I forgot to check for Float Stone. We'll check for Float Stone here. So we're gonna grab a Keldeo, maybe a Mewtwo actually. It's an interesting decision there. We'll grab Ho-Oh, Keldeo, and if we can thin our hand down, I might grab a Shaymin, but I don't know if we can. Let's just see if we've got the Float Stone. We do have the Float Stone. Okay. If I grab Shaymin, let's see, get rid of that. Put that down. Okay. Yeah, I think we need to draw some more cards because we don't have a playable draw supporter, playable supporter at all. So we'll put down Ho-Oh. We'll put down Keldeo. We'll put down, I think we'll put down a Smeargle. Lightning on the active. Rough Seas. Max Elixir. We'll grab a Lightning. Put that on Ho-Oh-EX. And the Mew-EX is nice because it's a low HP EX, so Ho-Oh can knock that out. And we get Trainers Mail and get a Sycamore. I actually think this hand looks like a really nice hand to Sycamore away. We could play the other Trainers Mail, maybe see if we get a Spirit Link or some sort of tool. Actually, I want to grab the Float Stone here and put that on Keldeo, and we will Sycamore. So really great start for us here. And alrighty, I don't think we really need anything else right now. Rather see, I mean, we can get the turn 2 Mega Manectric most likely, so let's just pass, see what happens. But yeah, we should be able to get the turn 2 Mega Manectric because we can either Skyla for an Ultra Ball for the Mega Manectric, or we can Skyla for the Spirit Link, as long as we get one of the two off of a Trainer's Mail or the top deck. So, looking good for us. See what our opponent can do. If they put a tool down, we might actually just use Assault Laser. Just depends on what is going on here. I don't know what we're really facing. I was definitely wrong about it being Night March, though. So, opponent's trying to figure out what they're doing. This is the same Mew as in the Radiant collection, but it's the older Dragon's Exalted one, I believe. We see them go for the Old Amber Aerodactyl, trying to get that off the bottom 7 cards. They don't find it. Double colorless onto the active. And right now they can use Sky Return, they can use Beat, they can use Overrun. See if they can get down something else here. We see an N. Makes sense. And all the more happy that we didn't use that Trainer's Mail there. And let's see what we get off the end. We've got a good playable hand here. We see a Twist Mountain. So basically it just says that flip a coin. If heads, they can put a restored Pokemon from their hand onto their bench. So we see, and what was that? We see a computer search, probably grabbing the Shaymin-EX, honestly. And they're going to set up. Let's see what they get off of this. Fighting Fairy Belt going onto the active. Okay, so we actually can't knock it out with an Assault Laser, so we're probably going to be going for that. Well, if we can get the Mega Manectric, we'll probably go for it. We're going to see an Overrun, doing 30 to the active and 20 to one of our bench. Going to put 20 on the Smeargle. Okay, it's all right with me. Draw Grass Energy. Let's see if we can get a Spirit Link off of this. Fortunately, we cannot. I think we're probably going to end up. I don't know. Our opponent didn't really get much going that turn, so I'm tempted to just not play N and go for a Sycamore, even though it's getting rid of a lot of stuff. I just don't think we really need much more. We won't have any Manectric left in our deck at that point, but I think I'd rather just try and get the turn 2 Mega Manectric. So we'll attach. What energy do we want to attach? We'll attach the grass. We will versus Seeker for a Sycamore. I'll play Sycamore. So we're digging pretty deep into our deck here, but if we can get this, shoot. Looks like we're gonna miss the Mega Manectric. Let's Battle Compressor. So we have 2 Mega Manectric in the deck. Unfortunately, we just were not able to get it. Let's discard Skyla. We've got a lot of energy in the discard. Could get rid of Colress, maybe. But wouldn't mind drawing into Colress. Skyla. I don't really see anything else that I don't want in the deck. So I think we'll just get rid of the Skyla. Go for a Max Elixir. We gonna grab a grass. Put that onto Ho-Oh. And we might just could put the Spirit Link down, but I guess there's not there's not a big harm in putting the Spirit Link down. See, actually, I think the better play would be to Escape Rope, and we can at least take a knockout on the Shaymin-EX. So we'll promote Keldeo, retreat, and we'll just go for an Assault Laser. With weakness, we can take the knockout on the Ho-Oh-EX, or on the Shaymin-EX, and Have you found a good match with it? So I'm interested to see if my opponent's has found any good matches with this deck. They do get the heads on the Twist Mountain, so they can put down Aerodactyl, which might put our Shaymin-EX in a bad situation. See Super Scoop Up. I'm not sure. Maybe they're just burning a card. I'm not sure what they're going for there. See Energy going to Aerodactyl. And a Jet Draft. Not quite enough to take the knockout, thankfully. At this point, I think we can put down the Spirit Link without much concern. If we Max Elixir and get a water, that would be fantastic. Unfortunately, we miss. Not going to attack. Let's see. We have a water in the discard, though. So I think I'm going to retreat into Ho-Oh this turn. So I guess we'll attach. Yeah, we'll attach. We could just... I guess it's good to just make sure we get the Mega Manectric out. And okay, we can still get it out. Let's see. We'll Ultra Ball. Discard those. Grab Mega Manectric. And... okay, we can actually heal with Rough Seas. Then we can retreat into the Ho-Oh. Use Smeargle, second coat. Get rid of the fire energy. Attach water energy. And we're going to be able to Elemental Feather for 140. And we're going to put the damage on... Definitely going to put it onto the Mew. And... let's see what our opponent can do here. So they can Jet Draft with either the Mew or the Aerodactyl, but they won't be able to take a knockout on Ho-Oh-EX. They would be able to take a knockout on either Manectric or Shaymin. We just see a Jet Draft on the active, and this is where we might get some nice synergy. Let's see. If we heal 50... yeah, then a Jet Draft cannot knock us out. Meanwhile, we'll use Rough Seas. We'll attach to the active. Use second coat. We'll put one of those lightning, switch it out for a fire. And let's see. Purifying Fire. I believe we have a Lysandre in the discard. Yep. So we will actually just win the game here with a via Seeker for Lysandre. I overthought that just a little bit. We can Lysandre up the Mew-EX and take the double knockout. So there we go. It's a great game there. Shows the power of Ho-Oh Mega Manectric. We did go up against kind of an odd deck, but still shows it can hold its own in Expanded. So we'll go into another game here. See if we can go up against maybe a more prominent deck in the meta, but really interesting deck from our opponent there. Interesting concept. Like to see the creativity. Alrighty, going into another match here, and it's going up against guard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the typing there again. I want to say it looks like Night March, but I was wrong last time. So let's see what it is this time. So we won the coin flip, which is nice. We'll go first. And let's see what we start with. Smeargle. Okay. Not terrible, I suppose. Let's see what our opponent can do here. Start with a Mew, so I am thinking Night March. Play Trainers Mail. Looking for an Ultra Ball, probably. Get the Ultra Ball. Looks like we're going to be able to get set up this turn. Play an Ultra Ball, discard a couple energies. We will get out Hoopa-EX. And let's see. Okay. We have the Float Stone in the deck. Yep, we do. Put down Hoopa. Yes, we'd like to search. We'll grab Keldeo-Manectric. Ho-Oh. Unfortunately, we have a Ho-Oh prized again, but shouldn't be a problem, I don't think. Let's put down Keldeo-Manectric. Ho-Oh. I'm a little wary to put down well, yeah, we'll just put down the tools. Attach an energy, and we'll play N. Alright, so we do have another Spirit Link, so that's good. Battle Compressor, probably not a bad idea. Battle Compressor. Get rid of Skyla. Hex Maniac and Lysandre. Unless our Smeargle survives the turn, I don't think it's going to be worth putting a... Let's see, well, we could put another energy in the discard. Let's get rid of Skyla, Lysandre, and water energy. Yeah, we'll do that. Sounds good. Have both Mega Manectric. And we'll just pass. So, if the opponent knocks out the Smeargle, not too worried about it. It is our only non-EX in this build of deck, so that's kind of nice because just it's basically useless. Just the prize with prize trade, they'll have to knock out 3 EX Pokemon anyway, unless they can find a Lysandre. Yeah, unless they can find a Lysandre. We see a Trainers Mail. For a Battle Compressor. They probably have... They got the Dimension Valley. Presumably they have either... Let's see. If they had a Lysandre, they could take a knockout. Or if they have a... Oh, a Shaymin? Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. So... They could take a knockout on 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. They just take the knockout on Smeargle, which is what we're hoping for. Fighting Fairy Bolt not going to do anything. We will send Manectric up. We'll replace the Stadium with a Rough Seas. Looking for maybe like a Max Elixir off of here, or maybe a Ultra Ball would be good. Fighting Fairy Belt. Okay, so we have to get the energy and the Mega. So we'll just decline. Let's see here. We could either N or Sycamore. I think. We just want to draw more of the deck, so we'll Sycamore. We get the energy and an Ultra Ball. Great. So, attach energy, Ultra Ball, discard a Grass and Trainers Mail. We will get a Mega Manectric out. And we're going to be able to Turbo Bolt, which is exactly what we want to be able to do. We'll play Max Elixir. That's great. Yeah, so we'll grab a Lightning Energy, put that onto Ho-Oh-EX, and we will Turbo Bolt, taking the knockout and powering up our Ho-Oh-EX, which is, of course, main attacker. And go even on prizes. We get a Max Elixir out of the prizes. See what our opponent decides to promote. I would guess probably... Okay, so they actually promote Pumpkaboo, which, if they don't get a Fighting Fairy Belt with a Joltik, we can take a double knockout. We can knock out a Joltik and hopefully the Shaymin-EX, because we could play Lysandre. We see a Dimension Valley come down, so bumping our Rough Seas. Ultra Ball. Let's see what they grab here. Discarded a Hex Maniac and another Dimension Valley, so they've already used 2 Dimension Valley, 3 Dimension Valley. Alright, well we have only used the 1 Rough Seas. And I would expect to either see, let's see, they have to get the double colorless. So we'll see what they do here. I'm feeling like we're in a good position though. Even if they knock out Mega Manectric, but I'm hoping they won't. I have a feeling they won't be able to knock out the Mega Manectric. See another setup. See, because yeah, right now they only have 4 Night Marchers in the discard. They actually have 3 on the field, so means at most they can have 11, 12, 11. Actually, you don't know if I don't think they can actually get the knockout because of how many Night Marchers they have on the field. Because they need 11 Night Marchers or 10 with a Fighting Fury Belt. So if they have 10 with a Fighting Fury Belt and they have 3 on the field, yeah, so we're safe. So maybe a little bit of a miscalculation by our opponent there. Let's see a Trainers Mail. Unless they're just going for a 2-hit knockout. Let's see, they got a Sycamore, and we've only used 1 via Seeker, which is great. Or we actually discarded it. But let's see what our opponent can do here. We hope we don't see a megaphone, startling megaphone or something. And just a victory, wow. So yeah, our opponent probably sees, either they didn't get the double colorless or they just saw that we had a really good board state there. So we'll go into one more game here. And we'll see what we can do here against, or with this Mega Manectric Ho-Oh deck in Expanded. Alright, so we're going up against Gust with a dark steel and colorless deck. And we lose the coin flip there. So we will be going second. We start with Hoopa, which is unfortunate, although at least we do have an AZ in hand. So if we get an Ultra Ball somehow, it could be okay. See, they play Metal Energy. Interesting. So maybe this is some sort of Genesect deck, Steel Genesect, and they play like a Zoroark or something like that. I could see that, definitely. We'll draw Mulligan. Okay, Trainer's Mail. It looks like that is what it's going to be. We see the Genesect with the Rapid Blaster attack. A Bronzor coming down. A Max Elixir. I wonder what this deck kind of gains out of Expanded. We see just a pass. Okay. We do get an N, but I really would... What I'd like to do is be able to pick up... is be able to use AZ. So hopefully we get an Ultra Ball here. We miss everything. Okay. Could have maybe Battle Compressored first. I guess we'll play Battle Compressor. Probably should have played the Battle Compressor first. Get rid of Xerosic, Colress, and Lysandre. I think we're just going to have to end here, unfortunately. Our opponent didn't have a very good hand, probably, because they didn't play a supporter. But, unfortunately, we were kind of forced into it. We got the Manectric, though. We could... Let's see. Max Elixir? Okay, good. So we got a Lightning. And we could go a little deeper... Let's see. Yeah, I think we will. So we'll Ultra Ball. Grabbing... If the Float Stone's there, could grab Keldeo. I think we'll grab Ho-Oh, though. Ho-Oh is really good against this. Actually, Manectric's really good against the metal decks. Just because of the resistance. Okay, we'll grab Keldeo. Put that down. We'll use setup, draw 6 cards. Looking for a Float Stone, probably. Alright, so... Okay, I am going to attach an energy. And we're just going to pass. We need a bunch of stuff. Well, we'll see. We can actually play AZ next turn. Oh, we didn't get the AZ in the discard because we had it in our hand. Shoot. Yeah, so the Trainers Mail is going to be pretty important next turn. We want to get a Spirit Link pretty badly. We also need to be able to get out of the active. We see an N from our opponent. Okay. And we have a bunch of energy. A little scary. So they could actually take a knockout this turn if they can retreat into the Genesect. See a Max Elixir. Okay, fails. And just a pass. Okay. Alright, so we got another energy card. And... Okay. I think we're going to be discarding a bunch of energy this turn. We'll take the VS Seeker. Put down a Rough Seas. We'll put a water onto Keldeo-EX. VS Seeker. We could actually go for a Colress. I think Colress is better. I'll go for Colress. And see if we can find a way into Mega Manectric. Nope. Not going to happen. Alrighty. Alright, so... They need another Metal Energy to be able to attack, or to take a knockout on Manectric. So, I think I'm actually just going to take the risk here. We'll retreat into Manectric-EX. We could play Max Elixir. Okay, we'll play Max Elixir. Put an energy on to Keldeo-EX. And I don't want to put down the Smeargle. We'll just Assault Laser for the knockout. So we are actually taking the first knockout, surprisingly. And let's see what we get out of the prizes. We get our other Ho-Oh. Alright. So we see the Genesect come up. If they don't have another Metal Energy, we're actually in a really good spot. We see a Skyfield come down. A Level Ball, probably for a Bronzong. Yep. And they don't have any metal in the discard, which is nice. So, let's see what their last card is. Oh, unfortunately, it is a Sycamore. Oh, wow. So our opponent had a pretty loaded hand there. And did they get the metal energy they need for the knockout? They did. Man, that is unfortunate. Okay. So we have Keldeo though. It's probably gonna have to be our attacker for the moment. We see another we see a Shaymin-EX. Alright. We see actually the Doom Desire Jirachi. That's interesting. Probably not as effective in Expanded with Keldeo though. See Super Rod probably getting back that Zoroark line. Yep. And I suspect we'll see a Rapid Blaster for the knockout. See another Shaymin-EX. Not 100%. Maybe my opponent's looking for... I don't know what they're looking for at this point. Maybe a Battle Compressor so they can get metal in the discard, or maybe another Genesect. See an energy go on to Jirachi. See a Rapid Blaster, and probably going to do 170 here, I would assume. Yes, so they discard all of their energy off of their Genesect. So the nice thing is, unless they can power it up again, They don't have any energy on the board really, except for that one on the Jirachi. So we'll attach there, put down Ho-Oh, put down Smeargle, and I think I want to go for another Colress. We can draw so many cards with Colress right now. Looks like it's Colress for 10, so we'll play Colress. Shuffle hand into our deck, draw 10 cards, and alright, Rough Seas, not particularly useful right now. We put down the Fury Belt. Well, I don't know if it's worth it. Let's see. Let's Ultra Ball. Getting a Manectric. And we have a way to get Mega Manectric next turn, but we don't have the energy for it yet. Let's see. Let's Trainers Mail, see if we can get a Max Elixir. We got a Escape Rope. Alright, let's just Secret Sword for 90. Fortunately, it won't allow us to get a 2-hit knockout unless we get rid of the tool. So, let's see what our opponent can do here. If they can't get out another attacker. Alright, so we see an Aegislash EX. Not too intimidating. They will be able to power it up this turn, though. If they can't retreat, we might actually... Let's see. Could either go for the attack. We could either just go for 90 again. Okay, so we see a drive change. Presumably they're going to get a Float Stone down. Yep. And they will be able to power up the Aegislash this turn and attack with Aegislash for 100. Alright, so they just actually retreat into Aegislash, which gives us a big opening, unless they play Switch. So if they can knock out the Keldeo this turn, that would be pretty devastating. But if they can't, then maybe we're okay. Let's see. If they have a Switch, that would be pretty rough, though. See the triple metal inks. All of them going on to Genesect. And what do they have in store? A Switch, like I said, would allow them to take a knockout, which would be pretty bad. Wow, so they just passed to us. So they gave us an opening. I think I just have to go for the knockout right now. So we'll discard, let's see. We'll discard Shaymin and Escape Rope. Grab a Lysandre. We'll Lysandre the Genesect, which we can now knock out for 90 damage. We'll put down a... So yeah, we'll put down energy. Do we have another grass or water energy? Let's see. Alright, so... Lightning... Okay, we're fine. So we'll just go for a Secret Sword for the knockout. And this puts our opponent in a really interesting position, because they have no attacker powered up. I'm surprised they didn't just go for the Aegislash attack last turn, because they have enough energy in the discard. So let's see. Opponent could either use Diminutive Desire, look at the top 7 cards of your deck, put one of them into your hand, or they could use Doom Desire. But it wouldn't really be effective, since we can just retreat out of it and then rush it. We just retreat into whatever else we want to attack with, or we can retreat and rush in to attack again. So we see a Metal Inks. I think we're down to only one VS Seeker left in the deck. Yep. And we see triple Metal Inks, Fighting Fairy Belt. What else does our opponent have in store for us? Say retreat, and looks like we're going to just see a shield or Slash Blast for 110. Okay. The next turn we can put down a Rough Seas. Our opponent will probably bump a Shaymin, but then we can bump our own Hoopa or Shaymin ourselves. Huh. So they opt to not use the Lysandre there. They actually discarded it. They could have taken a knockout on Shaymin-EX, putting them down to 2 prizes. Grab Zorua. See them actually bump their own stadium. So I can get rid of both of their Shaymin-EX. Alright. Interesting. Now they take 10 less damage. So now I'll bump the stadium. Yet again, we'll heal the Keldeo 30 damage. And, man, Spirit Link is sort of eluding us at the moment, which is unfortunate. They can take a knockout next turn. We might just manually Mega Evolve this turn. Just retreat into something that doesn't really matter. So if we retreat, let's just retreat into Hoopa. Put down a Fighting Fairy Belt. Sure. And then I think we're just going to have to Mega Evolve. And then next turn, we have almost a guaranteed Turbo Bolt. Let's see what our opponent has. See a Skyfield coming back out. So unfortunately, we won't be able to heal the Keldeo anymore. Oh, missed what that was. It was a Lysandre. Okay, so they are going to knock out the Keldeo. Alright, interesting. So we're going to promote Mega Manectric, and Lysandre would be enough for them to get the win. Actually, okay, let's just... This gives the Fighting Fairy Ball on the Shaymin actually gives us sort of an out there. And I don't want to bench anything else just because of the Zoroark potential. So we have left in our deck. Alright. Not going to grab anything. Going to play Professor Sycamore. Touch Lightning. Could Max Elixir? Yeah, let's Max Elixir. Alright, so we have no grass in the discard. That's a bummer. Alright, so we'll attach a Lightning to Ho-Oh-EX. We will Turbo Bolt. And now we will attach a Fire and a Water. The other option is we could have attached this to the Shaymin to try and Sky Return out of this. I'm not sure what this deck... I don't know if this looks like my opponent's just playing like basically a standard deck in Expanded though, which is interesting. Alright, so we see the Zoroark, which is a big threat. See a Float Stone going onto Zoroark. Stand-in. Okay. I think everything is safe right now. See a Metal Lynx. We might see a triple Metal Lynx. So this Aegislash is going to be able to do a lot of damage. It's not going to be able to take a knockout. So that's good. See a Max Elixir? Okay. Wow, this is a really buff Aegislash. See, oh my goodness. 8 energy on this Aegislash. Whew, we only survive with resistance. Wow. Let's see what our opponent has. So they've only used one VS Seeker. Wow. Okay. So we're going to retreat into the Ho-Oh. So a Lysandre and a double colorless would be enough for them to win. What we're going to do is we're going to play a Hex Maniac so they can't Metal Lynx next turn. And I'm not sure if my opponent even plays double colorless. Looks like they might not. So we'll play a Hex Maniac. So now it's going to be pretty tough for my opponent to take a knockout. We'll use Elemental Feather for the knockout. We'll put, don't think it really matters where the damage goes, but we'll put it on the Zoroark in case they get some sort of weird shenanigans with the break or something like that. And we'll take our 2 prize cards, our last VS Seeker, and a Ultra Ball. We'll see if our opponent can do anything this turn. I think the Hex Maniac really paralyzes them unless they play double colorless. If they play double colorless, then they have a good chance. Alright. See the Jirachi. We see a Max Elixir. Wow, so they play a lot of Steel Energy. Well, let's see, only 10 so far that we've seen. We're going to see a Doom Desire. But it's just not going to be, it's just going to be too little too late, as we can retreat out of the Doom Desire effect into the Mega Manectric, and we'll be able to Turbo Bolt for the knockout. So there's another win with Ho-Oh Mega Manectric. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you with another Pokemon video coming up on Pokebabs. Thanks. Bye.